Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Amajnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Salakshakkhudena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Nirupam Sagrajatam Saganasi Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Niradha Krishna Padan Saganalitam Sri Visakamitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kurpa Sindhuvaiva cha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyatadesha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna, today is very auspicious August advent of a very exalted, prominent, and very fearlessly powerful lion guru is Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura appearance day. So he is a very pioneer and very prominent acharya in our disciplic succession. So let us discuss the glories of Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī on this very auspicious day. There's a beautiful verse in this regard. It is said that 3637. He say that actually very nice verse. He said that the highest perfectional gain of humanity is to engage in discussion of the activities, glories of the pious actors. Such activities so nicely arranged in writing by great learned says that the actual purpose of the year is solved just by being near them. So this is the best thing, perfectional stage of perfectional gain of humanity, to engage in the discussion of the activities of a glorious pious actor. Who is this glorious pious actor? He is the Supreme Lord and his representative. Both are glorious. Whole Bhagavatam is Paramahansam. What is that called? Paramahansam ekalam Paramahansam ekam amalam paramagyate. Amalam paramagyate. Paramahansa. The whole Bhagavatam is the description of this great devotee of the Lord and Supreme Lord. Activities, his form, his name, is so many things. So therefore, it is a perfectional gain, highest gain of humanity, highest perfectional gain of humanity to engage in the discussion. So we should discuss about this glories of the Bhaktisiddhānta. So today is appearance day. Somebody today morning he asked, what is this appearance day of Acharya? What it appears and disappears? So our appearance day and disappearance day, or our birth and death, is obliged by our karma. According to our karma, we take birth. But the appearance day of the great Acharya is not obliged by the karma, is not according to the karma. It is stated in the beautiful verses in this regard. You say that very nice verse, this one. It's Narad Muni say that, Tad janma tani karmani tad ayusatan manobacham ninnam yanahi viswasatma sevyate harishwaraha. The great says Narada said, when a living entity engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with the Supreme Controller, his birth, all his fruitive activities, lifespan, his mind, his words are all factually perfect. So there birth, their activities, their mind, everything is perfect. It's not like that we are sentimentally celebrating their appearance day, fasting and feasting. No, because their activities, their everything, their appearance, everything is perfect. That is their appearance, just like Krishna say, Janma karma chame divyam. So my appearance and my activities are transcendental. It's not by obliged by our karma, any karma. Similarly, the great acharyas, their appearance also transcendental. Prabhupada is mentioning that in this verse, in the purport of this verse, to the purport of this verse, Prabhupada say that how their activity is also transcendental. Say one must understand the transcendental birth of the Lord and the devotee. The purpose of the Lord's taking birth is to establish devotional service, which is the perfect system of religion. The purpose of the birth of a devotee is to broadcast the same system of religion or bhakti cult all over the world. Therefore, their appearance and activities, they are all, when the Lord appears, he is in a spiritual position. Similarly, whenever the devotee also appear, so they are also transcendental. Their activity is also transcendental. They are not transcendental birth of the Lord and the devotees. Their appearance, their birth is not ordinary. They have come to fulfill the mission of the Lord. What is that mission of the Lord? Dharma sansthapanartha, broadcast or the propagation of the preaching. Therefore, Lord is very much pleased with them. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna say, Jaidam paramam guhyam adabhaktisu avidyasati. Nacha manusyanam. Nobody priya kirtama. Nobody is so dear to me who propagates the devotional cult, who propagates this bhakti cult to everyone. And acharyas are the bona fide representative who preaches very boldly, fearlessly, on behalf of Supreme Lord, to deliver the conditioned soul. Therefore, he says that in Pranam Mantra Bhaktisiddhānta, so that it is stated that Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine. So he deliverer of the science of Krishna. People do not know that. Who is Krishna? What is bhakti? What is my relationship? What is the perfection of life? What is the purpose of life? They do not know. They are ignorant. They are oblivion to the fact. Therefore, anybody who comes and preaches this, they are very exalted. Their birth is transcendental. Their activities, everything is very perfect and transcendental. It is stated by Supreme, it is stated one of the beautiful verses when Narada Muni again stated to Maharaj Yudhishthir. He said that my dear King Yudhishthir, the Brahmanas, especially those engaged in preaching the glories of the Lord throughout the entire world, are recognized and worshipped by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the heart and soul of all creation. The Brahmanas, by their preaching, sanctify the three worlds with the dust of their lotus feet. Thus, they are worshipable even for Krishna. Yes, Krishna also validated this point. Madhavakta Pujya Adhika. My devotee, worship of my devotee is more greater than me. Why? Because they have risking their life. They have taken up this responsibility, the arduous, the Herculean task of awakening Krishna consciousness, propagating Krishna consciousness, awakening Krishna consciousness among the conditioned soul. Therefore, they are very exalted. In one of the verses also, Krishna say that to Uddhava, he says that Nirapeksha, yes, Nirapekhyam Munim Santam Nirvairim Samadarsanam Anubarjami Aham Nityam. Krishna says, I follow them. What to speak about you? I follow. Puyatit Angri Renubhihi. With the dust of my devotees' lotus feet, I desire to purify the material world, which are situated within me. Thus, I always follow the footsteps of my pure devotee, who are free from all personal desire, wrapped in thoughts of my pastime, peaceful, without any feeling of enmity, and equal disposition everywhere. This is the quality of Acharya. Therefore, Krishna even follow the footsteps of my devotee, free from personal desire. Therefore, today is Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī. The glories of Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura is that his most important glory that he propagated the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching. The Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. His teaching he propagated with purity, with pure and pristine way. First of all, Siddhanta first, sentiment never. He insisted that pure bhakti must stand on solid philosophy. Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Adi, Pancharatrika, Vidivina, Aikantaka, Harer, Bhakti, Utpadeva, Kalpa. Emotion without tattva, rejected by Sahajyam. Therefore, he was very much, his preaching is like clear conclusion of Shastra. Therefore, he said that Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine. His pranam mantra, the three major contribution has been mentioned in his pranam mantra. First is Krishna Sambandha Jnana, the teaching of science of Godhead, based on the solid philosophy, no sentimental, no sadness. He never compromised. He's like a lion, a fearless. Any kind of deviation, he immediately challenged. Where is your authenticity? Where is your Shastric authenticity? Where is your proof from Shastra? Therefore, he rejected the caste Goswami. He rejected this Nityananda Sampradaya, or is that Nityananda Vansa. He told real Nityananda Vansa means risking your life, just like Nityananda Prabhu risked his life to preach Jagai Madai. Even after being attacked by the miscreants. So he was very much particular about his preaching. He know better, revolutionize. He told, no, there is no, you have to accept everything, you have to adjust everything to preach. Jena tena prakarana Krishna mana Krishna nivasate. You have to elevate the conditioned soul. You do not have to be stereotypical, orthodox way, and say that it is the conventional way, it is the right way. No, he told anybody who thinks that the orthodox way, the convinced, the stereotypical way is the only way to preach Krishna consciousness, he is ignorance, he is fool. Therefore, he adapted, very adeptly adapted and adapted all the technology, all the means to preach Krishna consciousness. And he termed as a Yukta Vairagya. Everything can be accepted for the sake of Krishna, without attachment to that. He do not like this imitation in one set. He never like the go to Himalaya and do chant. Go to a nirjana place, solitary place, and chant your round. No. Kisare Vaishnava too. He criticized them. What kind of Vaishnava? You are going and chanting for yourself aggrandizement. Oh, I am a great devotee in a solitary place. He prefers a busy town. Anybody who offers a donation land in a remote place, he rejected. No, we do not want. He wants a busiest place in the town, in the country, in the city, and preach Krishna consciousness. This is his idea. He do not like solitary things. He do not like the cheap mysticism, false renounced, caste Goswami. All this he rejected. He's very bold, fearlessly confrontation of any kind of deviation. Therefore, his name is called Lion Guru, Singha. He never compromised his truth to gain followers. So therefore, purity is over numbers. He told a pinch of purity is better than gallons of impurity. Pinch of purity. Therefore, he is very, very recognized as a lion guru, fearless. Everybody feared to confront. Then he organized very systematic preaching, because he told, just like Prabhupada used to say that if you have one stick, easy to break. If you have 5 stick, bundle stick is very difficult to break. So therefore, the institutionalization of the Krishna consciousness is very important movement, because by the organized institutional way, we can be organized and systematically preaching. And he can train the brahmachari, the sannyasi, because training is very necessary. And strict sadhana, discipline, maintenance of the strict sadhana, he was very much particular. He founded 64 Gaudiya Maths to institutionalize for the purpose of preaching, to make the preaching more smooth without any hassles, organized way, strongly. So preaching is a mission, not just like a side activity. His mission is first of all propagate Krishna consciousness. He do not like all these mathas and all. He do not like matha for living. He like a living matha. Very nice article I have posted. He like the living matha, not matha for living. He do not like complacency. Living matha means always active, particularly active in preaching Krishna consciousness, practicing and preaching Krishna consciousness. He do not like the ideal, this Dandavat class. He told Dandavat class means only come to temple Dandavat. No, he do not like that. Pran hetu tahara jahe prachar. Who has got life, he will preach. Only dead men cannot preach. Because everybody is suffering for Krishna consciousness. He boldly said there is no scarcity in the world, but only scarcity is Krishna consciousness. So our main duty, the foremost duty, which is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu order, Jare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. You just preach everybody about Krishna. Krishna Sikkha. Krishna Sikkha. So Krishna Sikkha is very important. Therefore, he adopted the means heavy use of printing press, because the murdanga, if you do kirtan, murdanga sankirtan, it goes, the sound goes to a limited place. But the books and the magazines, the outreach is more powerful than kirtan, because it is called Brihat Murdanga. The outreach will be more. Many people can come to know, can be enlightened by the process of this literature, books, etc. So therefore, he called as a very, he want a very scalable, very lasting and intellectual way of propagating Krishna consciousness by heavily use this printing press. Therefore, when he met Srila Prabhupada in Radhakund 1936, I think, he told that if you have ever got money, you print the books, print the literature. He do not like this temple building and all. The Sahajas, he likes preaching heavily. And he always used very strong language to awakening the soul. His words are very sharp, very, uncompromising, very much, what you say, sometimes even shocking. What kind of guru is using such a strong, very harsh language? But this is to break our illusion, our false ego. We have been rotating since time memorial. So therefore, the strong word is a beautiful verses in this regard. He say that the strong word of sadhu is very benefit, just like a knife. Knife in a hands, doctor of a hands, is beneficial for the patient, because he will seizure and take out the disease, tumor. It's a tumor, it's an epidemic. The Maya is an epidemic. We have to cut it. You need seizure. He told an intelligent person should therefore reject all bad association, instead take up the association of saintly devotee, whose words cut off the excessive attachment of one's mind. Excessive attachment. Therefore, harsh word, the better the medicine, bitter the medicine, better the cure. Therefore, his word is very strong language he used. And he empowered qualified disciples train them, send them. Srila Prabhupada is one of them to propagate Krishna consciousness. And he preaches by example. Example, his austerity, his dedication, and 1 billion round, so much dedicated to the chanting of holy name. His life is this example. He's so much determined. The lifelong brahmachari, so much determined. He always said, do not try to see Krishna. Do something that Krishna will see you. Krishna will see you. That is his preaching mode. Do something that Krishna will see you. Not try to see. I am not the seer. I am seen. So he is told that you don't try to see. You cannot see our blunt eyes. We cannot see Krishna. Do some service that Krishna will see. Therefore, his main thing is like, is all about preaching, the propagating Krishna consciousness. He told, I want to build a temple in everybody's heart. Everybody's heart. That is my mission. That is my mission. So what you say, so much dedicated to propagate the Krishna consciousness. So much concern, paropakar. Vaishnava means paropakar, always concerned about others. That is the great quality of a Vaishnava, always concerned about others. He is always concerned about others. They are not actually dukhi. They are not unhappy. They are unhappy on account of seeing the unhappiness of others. He is the founder of the Gaudiya Math, and he is so intelligent, Vaikuntha man. When Prabhupada was asked about his Guru Maharaj, he told, what can I say? He is a Vaikuntha man. He is a Vaikuntha man. He is an empowered preacher to the world. Madhurya Ujjala Rasa. He is deliverer of the pure love, conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, as enunciated by Rupa Goswami. He is a strict follower of Rupa Goswami. And all the Apasiddhanta, Viruddha Siddhanta, anything which is against the teaching of Rupa Goswami, we are called Rupanuga. We are the follower of the footstep of Rupa Goswami. Because Rupa Goswami established the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Japadati. So he established, Rupa Goswami, the pioneer, a founder who established or propagated the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, we are called Rupanuga. Rupanuga Vaishnava. So, anybody who is against the teaching of Rupa Goswami is very much bold. He has just, got the pride of that person. Viruddha Siddhanta. That is his thing. He revived this pure, pristine Chaitanya mission. Rupa Goswami teaching, the Sar Goswami teaching. He established the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is based on a strong foundation of a Shastra, Guru and Sadhana. That was his things. You see that there are books like Vaibhava, Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Vaibhava, and also Amrit Bani, Ray of Vishnu. Elaborate explanation has been given. Elaborate explanation of given the glories of the Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. How he is a champion of all Shastra. His life is full of austerity, total dedication, total discipline, humility, absolute surrender to the holy name. So therefore, we should always understand that these acharyas are not ordinary. They have come to enlighten us. We have no knowledge. We are suffering on account of knowledge. Therefore, they come to enlighten us. There's a beautiful verses in this regard. He says that Janjanasya Krishnad Vimukhasya Daivada Dharmasilasya Sudukkitasya anugrahaya charanti nunnam bhutani bhuvyani janardanasya. So here it is said that, oh my Lord, the great philanthropic soul, travel on the earth on behalf of Supreme Personality of Godhead to show compassion to the fallen soul who are averse to the sense of subordination. They are so philanthropic. They want to elevate us from this conditioning life. They want to give an impression of spiritual emancipation. So this is also spoken by father of Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, to Gargamuni. Mahad vichalam ninnam grihinam dina chetasa nihishrayasya bhagavan kalpate nanyatha kaschit. Oh my Lord, a great devotee person like you move from one place to another, not for their own interest, but for the sake of poor-hearted grihasthas, householders. Otherwise, they have no interest in going from one place to another. This is the whole mission to propagate Krishna consciousness. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, his whole mission to propagate the Krishna consciousness. Because they do not know, all these people, they have no idea. They have no idea that people are ignorance, oblivion to the fact. It is stated in this verse, a civilized human being has three kinds of birth. First birth is by his pure father and mother. This birth is called birth by semen. Next birth takes place when one is initiated by spiritual master. This birth is called Savitra. Third birth is called Jagginka, takes place when one is given opportunity to worship Lord Vishnu. Despite the opportunity for attaining such births, even if one gets the lifespan of demigod, if one does not actually engage in the service of the Lord, everything is useless. Similarly, one's activities may be mundane or spiritual, but they are useless if they are not meant for satisfying the Lord. That is very, very important. All our activity to meant for the satisfaction of the Lord. Otherwise, what is the use of that? This is a very nice instruction Narada Muni gave to instructed to Prachetas. So, therefore, the Acharya has come to teach us these things, that our main aim is to satisfy the Supreme Lord. That is the pure devotional service, pure form of devotion. Then nothing else. Pure form of devotional service. That is whole idea of this thing, that without any kind of any kind of compromise. Therefore, he come to preach the Sambandha Jnana. Who am I? What is my relationship? Who is Krishna? What is the science of Krishna? So this is and what is the nature of Suddha Bhakti? That is called Unnata Madhurya Ujjala Rasa. The nature of Suddha Bhakti, Anya Vilasita Sunyam, Jnana Karmadhyana Arvitam, Anukulyana Krishnanushilanam Bhakti Ruttam. Free from karma and jnana. Anya Vilasita Sunyam. That is the called nature of Suddha Bhakti. He propagated the nature of Suddha Bhakti. He propagated the ultimate goal of life, Madhurya Ujjala Prema, how to go back to Godhead. And also the sadhana bhakti, street sadhana bhakti, that is called prayojana, abhideya, the method. And all the upasampradaya, which is defined in correct conclusion, apasiddhanta, viruddha siddhanta, is a viruddha siddhanta. He opposed the teaching of all people, who is against the teaching of Srila Rupa Goswami. He totally destroyed them. Fearlessly destroyed, confronted and destroyed them. Everybody, anybody who comes, even endanger his life. There's so many times he was attempted to be assassinated, but still, by Krishna's mercy, he escaped. He declared the war against this Apasiddhanti, a linguistic warfare. It's not like weapon. It's a linguistic warfare. Therefore, it's called Lion Guru. Roaring, a linguistic warfare to disseminate, to dismantle, to decimate this unnecessary sect who created disturbances. Because we cannot distinguish between the real things and unreal things. It's very subtle. It looks same. Namakshara, mere external vibration of syllabus, Namakshara, Hare Krishna, simply pronunciation. But you feel like, oh, they are also the same, they are chanting. No. And so many Apasampradaya, Sahajas, Kast Goswami, no, there are so many called Vidha, Saktes is there that time. Mayavadis are there. Everybody was dismantled by this linguistic warfare. That is his greatness. There are 32 symptoms when he was born in Puri. There are 32 symptoms. Lakshana has been manifested. And he is so determined that he mistakenly took the mango without being offered. And he determined from that time, when he was very, very young, 6-year-old, that I will not take mango. Throughout the life, he did not take it. He always say, I am the offender. That was his determination, Dhruva-like determination. And Dhruva Maharaj, so determined, 6 years boy, he went to forest to do the severe austerity to get Krishna, Vishnu appear. That his whole idea is very much in Yukta Vairagya. So he always, the pseudo renunciation, he always do not like. Therefore, he always used this Rupa Goswami's teaching that Suddha, he do not like that mere renunciate. Sometimes the people, sometimes he say that many of the devotee will say it is Ekadasi, I am fasting. He told you take the prasadam, even grain prasadam, you go and preach. That was his idea. He do not like dry renouncement. Anasaktata vishaya jatharam upajunjata nirvanda Krishna simbande yuktam vairagya uchyate. That was his mood. Prapanchaiketa buddhaya harisammadi vastuta mumukha viparityaga vairagyam falgukattata. When one is not attached to anything but at the same time accept everything in relation to Krishna, one is rightly situated above possessiveness. And on the other hand, one who rejects everything without the knowledge of its relationship to the Krishna is not as complete in his renunciation. Therefore, he adopted everything. He used the overcoat, he used this car. As a sannyasi, he used so many things which is not actually meant to be used, but he used it, but not for his satisfaction or aggrandizement or his personal thing, but for the Krishna sambandha, to propagate Krishna consciousness. Propagate Krishna consciousness. Therefore, that is real renunciation. Everything can be accepted for the sake of Krishna. And anybody who is not accepting without the knowledge of relation to Krishna is not complete. Therefore, his thing is very much like he accepted everything for the sake of propagating Krishna consciousness. So the spiritual contributions is very humongous, enormous, tremendous, stupendous, gargantuan. One cannot be described in mere word. The word will fail. We cannot bring any word in our command to describe the enormous qualities, tremendous contributions of Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. So only we can pray that there's a beautiful things they're praying. Prayer is there. We should only pray on this day that we may inherit his courage, his purity. May we preach without fear, without compromise. May we serve Sri Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission, Śrīla Prabhupada mission, sincerely, by following the footsteps of Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī. Thank you, ma'am, very much. Jai Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura ki jai. Jai Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura Avirbhava Mahama Utshav ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premananda Hari Bol. Jai Śrīla Prabhupada.